Hello, everyone, and welcome to your English class. In this opportunity, we're going to talk about adverbs of frequency, which is something really important for you to know, and about their usage and which they are. We have talked about this. We talked about this in the class that we had uh, at the university, but anyways, this will be more like a reminder, okay, or a review. So think about this. How often do you go to the dentist? How often do you brush your teeth after meals? These are regular questions that we can have or can be asked when we are going, for example, to the doctor to have a checkout, a routine checkout. And you can answer like, I hardly ever go to dentist. I always brush my teeth after meals, though. Okay, so those words indicate the frequency with which we do something. Okay, so adverbs of frequency or frequency adverbs are words that we use to talk about the numbers of times that we do something or that something happens in a determined period of time. They normally appear before the main verb or the sentence of after the auxiliary form of the verbs or sentences with composed verbs. However, they can also be at the beginning for emphasis or at the end of a sentence. For example, I always drink coffee for breakfast. That indicates that this person drinks coffee every day whenever they take a breakfast or whenever they have breakfast. Normally, we can have different kinds of adverbs and they can have different meanings and they are used in or to indicate a different amount of times that something happens. And we go from more to less. We'll go like always, very often, frequently, usually, normally, and generally are the same. Then we have sometimes, which is the half the time or half a 50% of the times. Then we have occasionally, ever, rarely, hardly ever, or seldom. And finally, never. Okay? Usually, normally, generally, frequently are the same, and sometimes occasionally are also similar, and they can be at the beginning or at the end of the sentence for more emphasis. The adverb that we use depends on the frequency of the action, and its usage depends on the speaker's point of view, and some of them can be used at the beginning. We have some examples. We have something that happens, we think about how often it happens, and we talk about the frequency. For example, I always eat at 2 o'clock. It's always at the same time. It's never at noon, it's never at 3 o'clock, it's always at 2. You don't go to cinema very often, right? You don't like movies a lot. You don't go very often there. He often sings in this pub. Okay, do you know what a pub is? It's like a bar, the same thing. She usually arrives late at work. It hardly ever works, so it's constantly broken. It almost never works. We sometimes feel tired. Yes, I guess so. You rarely drink milk, and they never do these kind of things. Finally, we have an exercise for you to check. And this is really simple. You just have to underline or highlight the correct word, which completes the meaning of the sentence. Okay? So that's just really, really simple. You can read the sentences, you can talk to your classmates about it, you can have different opinions, but you should only have one answer for each exercise, as in the example. I never eat fish, I don't like it. So how do we know that the answer is never? Because it says, I don't like it. If it said, I liked it a lot, so it will be, I always eat fish because I like it a lot. Well, that's it for today. Was very, very brief because this is something that you already know. It's really simple. So I hope that you enjoyed and that you learned a little bit. And I'll see you very soon. Remember to check all of the information that is posted in the WhatsApp group and in the virtual classroom. Have a nice one. See you around. Bye.